Dior has introduced some new products and some new shades of existing products. So we're going to take a look at those today and see if they are worth your hard-earned money. Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we have full face of Dior. I'll have down below or on the screen all the products that I'm currently wearing from Dior, but they are from the most recent collection. We are going to be talking about the products that Dior just came out with, some new shades, and there's actually some new products. Let's talk about the shades first. So the Dior Addict Lip Glow Butter. This is the one with the piercing. This is, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't quite get it, but it's cute. It's a cute little thing, and it's a lip butter. I have it on my lips right now. It's actually very moisturizing. I like it. It feels good. It's a squeezy tube. You know, if you like the design, yeah, definitely. This one's in toffee. It's $42. Now we have new shades, and I think some of the new shades have a little bit more pigment than this, but I wouldn't say this is a pigmented product. So we have Glazed Pink, Glazed Lavender, Toffee, which I'm wearing, Black Cherry, Lychee, Pomelo, and now we have Dragonfruit, Guava, and Goji. Pomelo is new as well. I did not pick up any of the new ones. I have so many lip products that I really don't think I need them in any way. I would say the one that's gonna be the most pigmented though, if you're looking for a pigmented one, is Goji. I think you're paying $42 more for the name than anything else. Supposedly there is peptides and ceramides in here. Like I said, I think it feels good, but I wouldn't like necessarily be like, oh, I have to reach for my Dior lip balm. The only lip balm on the market that I would say really feels completely different than anything else is the Lumiere lip treatment, and that's like $110. Next is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Blush Sticks. Now, these came out quite a while ago. I have a video where I compare these to other blush sticks like the Charlotte Tilbury and Dior and Westman, that type of thing. If I can remind myself, I'll put it up so you can see it. Again, these come in new shades. So we have Goji, Guava, Pomelo, and what's the other one? I think it's Dragonfruit. Yeah, Dragonfruit. So same 4 shades. And I have these sticks. I think they're really good. The thing I like about them the most is the packaging. I think the packaging is brilliant because you can literally put them like this and use this as an elongated stick. And the shade on the outside of the packaging tells you what's on the inside of the packaging, which I think is brilliant. I have them in toffee, which again, I have in the lip product. I have them in candy, and I have it in, which one is this one? Pink lilac. So I will show you these in comparison to one of the new products. They are $44. I wouldn't say these are super pigmented. We'll get to it when we compare them to the new glazed things, but I would say they're more like an in-between product. There's other products that have more pigment. There's ones that have a little bit less, like the Chanel's. This is a good in-between. I think it works for most folks. And again, the packaging is awesome. I do love that. Stays on, it looks good. You know, I haven't had any problems with its wear, but you have to like a emollient stick. If you don't like that, these aren't for you. Then we have the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. So that's what these are. These are the reimagined Backstage blushes, and they came out many years ago in the different packaging. I have the really old ones, and they were great. There was like a pink color like this that was awesome that everyone used, and then they reimagined it and it got worse, and now they have a relatively new one, which the formula is excellent. They have introduced new shades: Pomelo, Dragonfruit, Guava, and Goji. Same shades that are in the lip butter and the cheekbones, so you can coordinate. I think that Dragonfruit and Pomelo are great shades for me, and I mean, to be honest, I might pick them up before they go on sale because they might be limited edition. I have to figure that out. I'll put it down below if I can figure it out before the video goes up, but I do love these blushes. I think they're great. Excellent formula. I've done many videos with them, and the Dragonfruit is a powdery pink mauve with golden shimmer. And then the Pomelo is a nude pink with golden shimmer. So I feel like, you know, they might be worth getting when they're not on sale. There will be more sales, guys. We're in the midst of, when this is being filmed, Memorial Day weekend, and sales will continue throughout the summer. You know, I've said this many times about like buying smart. There are some things in the beauty world that you do have to buy relatively quickly because you just don't know, and they are very limited. And then there's other things that, you know, in general, sale, they go on sale. Well, that's kind of been upturned a little bit this year. The economy is so bad here in the US, and things have become so expensive, and to be very frank, buying is just down. Luxury is definitely down overall, except for Chanel. Watch my Chanel video. But you know, overall, people are buying less. And so I think we're gonna see even more sales. I would look for those sales before you run out to buy something that you don't like. You don't need any of this, but let's face it, these are products that there are other blushes. There are a lot of good ones out there that are a lot cheaper than Dior. So I'm not saying don't get them. I'm just saying, you know, weigh the different like formulas and shades and what you really need and how much you actually wear during the summer, because there's a lot coming in the fall. A lot. That looks really good. And, you know, we all have to budget. And then we have what I think you've all, you know, what you're all here for is the 2 new products. Now, I know a lot of people have done videos with these already, and I didn't jump on the bandwagon to do videos with these because, well, 1, I have a lot of other makeup that I'm working with, but 2, because although I love Dior, and actually my channel kind of started with the new Dior prints that had just come out with the aloe and the pine oil, and I had like bought all of them to show all of you. I have had, you know, issues with Dior in the last couple of years. They've done things that I'm like, why would you do? Anyway, we won't get into that here. So I wasn't as like excited, frankly, for these products. However, I recently went downtown. I had my hair colored. And by the way, if you're wondering how my hair looks so like beautiful today, this is the tool that Bondi Boost sent to me. I'll make sure the link is on screen or down below. It is really good. It's an infrared heated brush. So it's not a hair dryer, but you get your hair kind of like damp or even dry. And then the way it works is the infrared gives you the waves, the volume, but it makes the hair look so smooth and like, because it's infrared heat, not, you know, like a curling iron. Really excellent product. I want to continue playing with it, but I think when I'm filming this video, there's a sale. I'll definitely post about it on Instagram so you can see it, but something to check out. But I was downtown and I went over to the Sephora to see if they had the glass lipsticks, because I was like, all right, well, at least I'll try the glass lipsticks. And they had them. And I tried them on my hand and I was like, shoot, those are actually good. So because I bought 3 of them. There are 16 shades available. I then also bought the Dior Backstage Glassy Glow Sticks, which are multi-use highlighters, and they came out at the same time. There are 2 limited edition shades, and I did get one of those shades. The limited edition shades, let me get you the names. The limited edition shades are the green one, which is glazed mint, and the purple one, which is glazed lavender. Those 2 are limited edition. The rest of them should be just, you can just get them. So hopefully don't run out. You know, if you really, really love these after you see them, or you already know you love them and you want to purchase the limited edition ones, go for it. But keep in mind that the rest of them will be available. The glass lipsticks, my understanding is these are part of the line. Like they're endlessly refillable. They're going to be part of the collection. There's 16 vibrant shades, 2 effects. You have either Ultra Shine Glossy or Sparkly. And I think, did I get a sparkly one? We'll see. A lip care formula infused with hyaluronic acid and cranberry oil, and ensures 48 hours of hydration, leaves lips protected, ultra comfortable, non-sticky texture. So I'm going to show you these 3 shades. We'll put one on. When I tried these, I was very impressed with how really glazed they looked. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty good. So the ones that I got were Dior Sweet, Rosy Dior, and Talk My Dior. Gotta say, I love the names. And there were so many other ones that I liked, but these again are Dior prices and they are $48 each. So that's $150 for 3 lipsticks. So I was like, okay, that's probably enough. So this is Dior Sweet. Now they have click ups. Remember that when you are using them. This is Dior Sweet. Beautiful shade. You can click them back down, which you might not think of as a big deal, but the ones that are like, that click up and you can't click down, it's a huge mess. It is a huge mess because it means you have to use them right away. Then we have Talk My Dior. I don't think I did pick up a sparkly one. There was one that was sparkly that I did want to pick up. I don't think I did though. That's Talk My Dior. So it's a deeper, but a very similar type of shade of berry and like undertone. And then the last one is Rosy Dior, which is more, I think this one is more like pink. Yes, it is more. And those are the 3 shades. So we have Sweet, Talk My Dior, Rosy Dior. We're gonna use Rosy Dior today. I'm just gonna put it on. And you know, these remind me of, what product was it? I think it was from Dolce & Gabbana like a while ago. But it's difficult to find a product that's gonna give you this really glazed look that you're gonna be able to keep. You know, that's the tough thing. There are also new cases that go with these, and the cases are very cool, I will say. I do very much like them. When you go online, some of these shades are sold out. Let's see, which one's sold out? Sparkly Dice. That was the other one that they had at the store that I thought about buying. The finish is like sparkly. I did think about getting that one. It did look really cool, but again, I didn't get it. But it's a sheer pink with purple sparkle. Sparkle. So I almost got that one, but you know, I'll probably get it eventually. I just remembered what these remind me of. They remind me of Suku. Suku has what they call glazed lipsticks, and they are beautiful. And I have them in several colors, and I really like them. Like, they're great lipsticks. The thing is, though, it's very hard to get Suku in the United States, and it's become more difficult because of the tariffs, and that I no longer have access to Harrods. So that's what these remind me of. And I would tell you, the Suku lipsticks were my favorite. They are pigmented, they are glossy, they are gorgeous. That's what these remind me of. These are excellent products, and they are worth buying. They are $48, so my suggestion is, you know, since this is part of the collection, buy one or two or three, because I bought three, and then wait for there is a sale, because there's always a sale, guys. Dior has done a really good job this year. I'm a little, when I did the spring collection, it's more about packaging than it is about product, but still, the packaging was 10 out of 10. So like, even though the product wasn't, the packaging was. Glassy Glow Sticks. So let's get to those. Now, the Glassy Glow Sticks, there are 8 shades. They also have the color on the outside of the packaging, but this is a little bit different. The color is on the name, the Dior, the oblique print. I'll do it this way so the camera can see it. You see that? It's this green, the mint green. That's the color. And then for this one, which is, I got glazed pink. Can you see that the pink, Dior is in pink? Now, the blushes, it's on the case, and when you look at it underneath, this is just white for the Dior. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what these look like on my hand, and then I'll show you them next to the blushes so you can kind of see what the look is. So this is mint. Do it here on the whitest part of my arm so that it comes out the most. Okay, so that is the mint. Now guys, you can tell that is a very shimmery, opalescent, greenish, sparkly color. Again, it depends on whether you like it. That is limited edition. At least that's what I was told. The pink is not. Very, very iridescent. Like, both of those are gonna have a lot of luminescence to them. They're gonna have, light's gonna hit that and you're gonna be like, whoom, whoom. Which I'm not saying is bad, but that's what it is. All right, so let's take the blushes so you can see the difference. This is the pink lilac. Yeah, this is candy. I mean, these are excellent glow blushes. They really are. They're just, I have so many. If you saw my drawer full of, you'd just be like, why? And then this is toffee. So you can see so much, the blushes are so much more pigmented. They do blend out, guys. So, which is why I say they're a medium. They're not like so pigmented that they're like, Rare Beauty is ridiculously pigmented. Like the blush, liquid blush, you put on a dot and it's too much. So that's what I mean when I say these are more medium. These are gonna work on, I would say, practically anyone. I mean, I guess there's some people on the real, people who are way paler than me or people with very deep skin, that there might not be enough pigment or maybe too much pigment for someone who's super, super pale. But I think for the majority of, like 90% of people, these are gonna work. And now you have new shades like the Goji and the Dragonfruit, Pomelo, and what am I forgetting? There's one other. It'll come to me when I'm not thinking of it. Anyway, the point is, they're great. They are very luminescent products. And they are the kind of products that it's somebody who wants that glowy, luminous look. If you want some more of a matte, none of these are. It's in their name. They're glass lipsticks, glassy glow sticks, glow rosy blushes, and rosy glow blush sticks. It's all about the glow. So the other shade that I could not think of was Guava. I don't know why I can remember Guava. So let's try green on the face, and we'll also do the pink. So the green, like I said, is gonna have this minty. Let's just put it directly on the face, although I would never actually do it this way if I was applying it on client or on myself. So this is gonna have a very green, minty, opalescent look. I mean, I think it's pretty. I love the smell. It's going to have that kind of sparkly look. See how it hits the light? Boom. Super luminescent. Beautiful. I love this smell. I don't know what it is. And for the blushes, I forgot to say, there are two finishes. There's radiant and pearlescent. I got all the pearlescent ones. I didn't get radiant ones. All right, now we're gonna take the pink highlighter. Let's do kind of here. You guys can see it. I mean, it's not something I generally do, but this kind of thing to like make a T-zone almost with your highlighter looks really good on camera. I don't know if it works as well in the real world, like when you're going out to dinner, but you can see that glow there. It kind of centers everything in the middle of your face. And we can also put it up in the brow. Why not? Why not? Oh yeah, that's very glowy. These are going to be, you know, very luminescent products, very light. They do sink in. I don't have any problems with the blushes or the highlighters in how they sink into the skin. With the Chanel, to give you an example as a comparison, the Chanel blushes, fine, sink in, no problem. The highlighting balms do not. Don't know why, that's the way it is. These, both of them sink in perfectly. Both of them are great. I have no problems with either one. They sink in just fine. And they look great all day. They do disappear after a while, but you get a very like glass skin. I mean, that's the whole point of this, right? Glass, it's a glass skin look. They do have two finishes. An ultra pearlescent glazed and a glitter-free glossy for the highlighters. I'm gonna guess the green, because just the way it is the glittery. And the pink, let's look, is pearlescent, yeah. Because you can see this definitely has like glitter to it, where this looks more pearlescent and this looks more glittery. I mean, it's hard, to be honest with you guys, it's hard to tell, but if you looked up close, you could see it. You could see it. But it is, I mean, look at that. That's glass skin. Like, if you're looking for glass skin, that's it. And the lips on top of it, like, come on. We'll use a little bit of the blush. I'll use Candy. And the way that I apply these blushes, you know, generally I use a brush because when you do this, and you'll see it a little bit when you look close, when I do the close-ups, it starts to pick up the foundation that's underneath a lot of the time because you're rubbing it, you know, it picks up the stuff underneath. That's not necessarily a bad thing if you're going for a very glowy beach kind of look. I mean, you're probably not wearing a ton of foundation anyway, but I don't know. If you're gonna apply it in the way that it looks the best, I would use a brush. There's a bunch of Anissa brushes that are really good. Rose and Ben, which I've talked about, I'll make sure they're linked below, and they work extremely well. So now you have a glass skin, glowy kind of look. Of the new shades, I admit that, and I think I said it earlier, I really like the Dragonfruit and I really like the Pomelo. The Guava is a vibrant pink and I think it's a little too much for me. The Goji is a burgundy with a golden shimmer. I definitely think I could wear it. You can wear anything if you want to. I just think for me and my comfort level, I would have to use it so lightly that it would be like, what is the point of buying it? Like, you know, so, but I will admit, I want the Pomelo and the Dragonfruit really badly. And I'm proud of myself that I didn't run out and buy them immediately. But I would probably buy them in the Backstage blushes because I think those are like the best formula. I would skip these just because if again, you know, budgeting, if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna get the lipstick. I'm gonna get the glazed lipstick because this is a phenomenal new formula. It reminds me of Suku. This is good, it is, but I don't know. I just, for like a lip salve, I think there's better ones that are cheaper, so that's just me. Okay, that's just me. The highlighters. I have not had them long enough to say, but if you are looking for a glass look, this look that when it looks like your face is wet. I can't think of another highlighter stick that I like that does that look as well as this. Personally, that's not my look. Like I don't mind this because my skin is so dry. I'd kind of be like, oh, this is novel. My skin looks glassy, but it's not really my thing. Like I do highlighters that are much more subtle. So I don't know, I have to keep playing with it, but I would, if I were to look at this collection and be like, okay, what should I buy before it sells out? Because one shade of this might sell out or one of the products, I would buy the glazed lipsticks. Like, these are really good. These are great, actually. And then the next thing I would buy is like new shades of the Backstage because I love this formula. Then new shades of the blush sticks because the blush stick formula is really, really good if you like a luminous, creamy blush. Then the highlighters, then the lip butters. So let me know if you picked up the new shades, the Goji, the Guava, the Dragonfruit, and the Pomelo in any of these formulas, and what your thoughts are on them compared to some others. Like I said, I will definitely pick them up. The question is, will I get them in the next month when, or will I wait for some kind of sale? Will they sell out? You never know. But I always tell you, there's always another product on the horizon. There's so much coming for fall. I cannot believe it. So, if I don't get all the new shades, I will be okay because I have plenty. But the new glazed lipsticks are excellent. Try them out, get one shade, see what you think, but I think they're phenomenally good. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video really soon.